think the hardest part of understanding how our players were coping on and off the field was trying to get around and engaging with the players. You know, there's 23 of a matchday squad, and there's probably over 200 members of Cardiff University Rugby Club as well. It's difficult to have those conversations with people on the fly through WhatsApp messaging as well, and through phone calls. But with the app, it's obviously given us that opportunity for students to freely give their self-reflections and their personal opinions on their performance, which has really helped us and guide us into what training looks like and selection looks like. I think the biggest change in having the opportunity using Athleet in the weekly setting is probably understanding players' morale more importantly, and thinking how they have been affected through their, first and foremost, through their studies, through their rehab, their game prep, their gym sessions. You're able to kind of find a level of energy levels, their mood levels, and if we're finding that most of the students, or a student is particularly scoring quite low regularly, it gives us an opportunity to engage with the student privately then. We were able to spot with a certain player key indicators around poor mood consistently over a few week period where morale was really low, and he was very self-critical of his performances as well, so it probably suggested that this player was really low in confidence and just wasn't enjoying his rugby maybe, which then afforded us the opportunity to have that conversation with that player and try and filter through the reasons why that player was feeling that in a certain way. So again, it's been really helpful in that sense. Otherwise, we're playing a guessing game pretty much on how players are feeling. And I think what it also affords you, if you're running a training session, everyone's feeling really low and you don't know about it, and we're doing a crazy high intensity session, it's probably not going to go very well with the squad, and that obviously works on the flip side as well. I think the relationship between the players now and the coach, I think the coach can see everybody's comments, their self-reflections via the app. I think what it does is softens the interactions between coach and player. If a player writes down that he has underperformed in his opinion, the coach is able to approach that situation differently, as opposed to probably startling the player unannounced and just having that conversation in a raw setting, whereas the player has put that conversation down or noted down his feelings and the coach is aware of it, and the conversation just looks better. It's more organic, as opposed to probably hot and heavy when the player's probably not expecting it. I think equally it's more beneficial to the coach and the player. I think the player is able to journal, note down his opinions on the game freely in his own time, and the coach is able to record how that player is feeling as well throughout that week. And you're able to build a theme with that player or players as well. And it does, once you've got a bit of a trend in a few games, you're able to understand a little bit more of your players' personalities as well, as opposed to just having just this free blurb, if you like, around their journal. So we're able to form a theme really in players' feedback.